Huh? Finally, somebody got me out of there. It's been so long, I tell you. But how long's it been? Like 10,000 years or something? Who knows? But what can those years do to your back? Give you quite a lot of ache, that's what. Okay. Hang on 1 second, I just need to stretch out. Hang on! Man, that feels better. Can't tell you how long I've been stuck in there. I really need to get used to seeing the outside world more often, I think. Ah, of course. How could I forget? Greetings, Master. I am the great and all-powerful Genie of the lamp. Since you have released me from my prison, and, not to mention, awoke me from my long slumber, I offer my servitude to you, for I shall grant you any 3 wishes your heart desires. So tell me your wish, O Master, and I shall grant it. Huh? Master, are you okay? You're looking a little petrified. Am I talking to you? Yeah, of course I am talking to you. Does it look like there's anyone else in this room apart from you and I? No? Exactly. It's just you and me in here. Is it not obvious enough to you? You did not believe genies exist. Well, now you know, Master. They are real. If they weren't, do you think I would even be here? No. So, you see, like I already stated, they are real. Okay. Come on, tell me. What's your wish gonna be? You don't know? Well, Master, that's fine. There's no rush. You have all the time in the world to make your wishes. I can wait. I have managed to grow quite a bit of patience over the last few thousand years. How tricky that was, I'm gonna tell you that. What was that, Master? You want me to give you some suggestions? Well, maybe a little rusty when it comes to such a request, but I do have a couple of suggestions for you. You could be wealthy. You could be wise. Be famous. You could have superpowers. You could, that's kind of tough to think on, actually. Well, I'll just put it simply, you can wish for anything that pops into your head. However, there are only a few certain things I cannot do for you. I have limits, you know. I have limits. Yes, I just said. I do. To make it very brief, I cannot do things relating to death, love, or resurrection. Okay? So nothing relating to any of those three. So, can you wish for more wishes? No. Technically, I also class that as a rule. I just don't usually say it. I can't tell you how many people have tried to do a loophole. I can't tell you. One too many people tried and failed miserably. Well, Master, you have the whole world at your hands. You can make any change you want. Just nothing relating to the rules, if that's okay. So, with all that said, do you have any idea of what you want? No? Well, that is fine. Like I said, there's no rush. So, out of sheer curiosity, I want to ask, how did you come across me? You found my lamp at an antique shop? Uh, I do not understand, Master. Like, what do you mean by antique? Something that's very old. Well, I can definitely see my prison being quite old. I mean, it's been impenetrable for the last 20,000 years, so what can I say? You thought it looked pretty valuable. Well, many people have said it looks nice. You wanted to sell it, but you couldn't do because it looked too dirty to do so. That makes sense. What you humans are like nowadays. But I'll tell you one thing, you will not regret keeping me. I'm telling you that now. So, let me get this straight. You came across me in a shop in the market? I see. So, you wanted to sell my prison just to get some currency in your hands. Well, doesn't that give you a good idea? What was that? Did you just say, I wish? Yep, I called it. You see these? These are my shackles. As you can see, they're glowing. That means you have made a wish, and I am to grant it. So, your wish is my command. How about that, buddy? Yeah, I know that is a lot of money. How much? Well, you never specified the amount I should give you, so I just gave you the amount that my masters usually ask of me. You're talking about, what's the term? 1 million, what's it? Dollars, I think? I'm not good with money names, you know. Yeah, dollars. Right. That's if you're American. Well, call it whatever you want. I'm not bothered. I don't really care, so to speak. Not like I'm being offensive. Yes, I basically just made you a millionaire. And you didn't need to phone a friend for it. Oh, about that. Don't ask. It's a long story. Ahem. Anyway, I shall remind you, Master, you have 2 wishes left. So make them count, okay? At least you're keeping that in mind. Mind you, you seem to be quite different. Usually it's the money that comes first, but after that they seem to get corrupt with power. Next thing you know, what they're after is mainly wisdom or strength, either or. By the end of it all, they're just one hell of a tyrant. I've seen worse though, way worse. But thankfully, to me, you are a breath of fresh air from that cycle. You've basically broken it. I honestly congratulate you on that one. Bravo. Hmm? What now, Master? Can you wish for my freedom? Well, as shocking as it sounds, no. Why can't you? Well, it's, to be honest, because of the way I ended up like this. But to be honest, I feel like talking about it's a bit personal. You want to know? Very well, Master. I'll tell you. I'll tell you the whole story, so to speak. So, before I was this, I was human. Yes, I was human. That's how come I know about how, no offense, weak and powerless you things are compared to my type. Please let me continue. Sorry. So, I was the middle child of a family. I had a younger sister, an older brother, and my parents. It was just the 5 of us living together. My siblings rocked my world, for better or for worse. They were both annoying. My younger sister definitely was the worst, though. But they didn't mean no harm, and I appreciated them for that. I had quite a nice family life. Well, thank you, Master. If I do say so, that's kinda nice. But of course, one day changed my entire life, if you will. So I was just outside minding my own business when all of a sudden this guy came up to me. I didn't know who he was. He was an absolute stranger. Huh? Pardon, Master? You should never talk to strangers. Well, yes, that's true, as I found out the hard way, if you will let me continue. Thank you. Now please do not interrupt me again. No offense. So, this guy, he wanted me to do something for him. In a way, you could say he lured me in. I was completely oblivious, so I just went with him. But when I went to the place where I was supposed to do this task, I noticed it was a complete lie, a joke, a scam. And turns out, the stranger only wanted to kill me. Honestly, I wish I was kidding, but alas, I'm not. In the end, I, yeah, I died in his hands. He killed me. He murdered me? Well, if that's what how you call it nowadays, yes. So, for some reason or another, instead of going into the afterlife, I was reincarnated into this. And thus, what you are seeing before you is nothing more than my mere soul, But I used to have it back then. And I am to live like this for all eternity. If I am to be free, I will cease to exist. I know, shocker. I'd rather live like this than not exist at all. And I honestly think you would feel the same way. I know, a sad story. But you wanted to know, so I must tell you. Or shall I say, I had to tell you. So, back on topic, Master. Do you have any idea of what your second wish will be? Ah, we're stuck again, are we? Well, there's no need to rush. How many times do I have to tell you that? You have all the time in the world. Well, if you are that unsure, I can just go back into my prison and wait until you are ready to make your wish. No. Why, oh master? I ask, why? It must be cramped for me in there. Well, yes, it more or less is. I mean, come on, you saw me with a lot of backache. Not to mention, on a rare occasion, it can even give me a crick in my neck. And that's more painful. Like, ouch. I am happy to see you feel sorry for me, Master. But I usually go back into the lamp anyway. Yes, I can go in of my own will, but I can't come out of my own free will. That I have to rely on my master for. I understand. So, you want me to leave you be? For now. Understood. I shall leave you to your thoughts. If you want me to come back to you, just rub the lamp again, and I shall be with you. But until then, farewell.